Okay, here we're going to see one version of the exercise, and we'll see it twice. This first time will be in real time, and the second time will be slowed down. They're not the exact same ones that you'll see. We just slow down the second time we do it. So here you can see her 3 tracks. Only complaint I would really have is sometimes she doesn't have a very wide base of support with her hind legs, and sometimes that makes it a little challenging for her to do it very well. On the teardrop here, I could have made it bigger to prevent the pause and keep a better, more consistent flowing tempo through that teardrop shape there. Now there's times as we do our counter shoulder in on the way back down the rail that the flag is asking her to speed up her legs just to keep a better tempo. Other times it's helping to shift her weight and shape her to maintain the balanced left bend. At the beginning of our U-turn, when I start position 2, her hind legs totally stop moving, which creates a pivot. You don't want this right there. Whoop, we see those hind legs got left behind a minute, so that was my bad again. I could have done better to help her back legs stay quicker, and I didn't need to make the turn as sharp, which would have made it easier to speed up the back legs. I also didn't do a great job of confirming her balance on the straight line before we started our leg yield, but nonetheless, we made it back to the rail. A little shaping, and we found a shoulder in again. So now I've slowed it down a touch for you, and I also freeze it right here to show you that I stopped my feet and just pivoted exactly like we don't want her to do. So I could have again made my teardrop a little bigger, smoother, and done a better job with my own feet to help her do a better job with her feet, we could say. Now we're going counter shoulder in down the rail. I ask her right here to shift her weight back to the right so that we can create that left bend, because you can see even though she's technically on 3 tracks, we lost that shape that she started with when she was first going away from the camera. I do a better job on the U-turn here, but there is still a little bit of more of a pause with those hind legs than I would really want. As we come out of the U-turn, I do a better job this time of confirming the straight line before I start leg yielding back to the rail. And what I mean by that is I'm confirming that she is holding her own balance on the straightaway before I ask for a leg yield. Now we're working our way back to the fence. Some of the steps are more of a shoulder in on the way to the fence than others. There's times that I use the flag to try to speed up her back legs, but she might shift her shoulders over, but we always just reshape and get it back to our 3 tracks again. And we finish in a halting shoulder in. Lovely job, Miss Buttercup.